Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome to Healing Fitness. So I wanted to do a video about. So I'm a nurse practitioner. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, Healing Fitness. I also teach BLS for American Heart. So go ahead also and check out Medfast CPR, so which I am an instructor for BLS. So welcome to my YouTube channel, Healing Fitness. Subscribe and like our page. So I had a student that was asking about the diagnosis. So she's a student in the nurse practitioner school, and she wanted to know the diagnosis that we treat at urgent care. So in this video, I'm gonna talk just briefly. I'm at work, so I'm not gonna talk very loud, but I'm gonna talk briefly about 5 diagnoses that we see in urgent care. The first one is I'm gonna start with hands. So head, ear, nose, and throat. So for the most common one, number one is the otitis media. We have swimmer's ear, otitis externa, we have serous otitis media, and then we have otitis media. Those are the most common number one diagnosis. So otitis media basically means ear infections. Um, you have ear infections, you have which is otitis media, you have swimmer's ear. It can be, different ear infection like swimmer's ear. Also, you have serous otitis media, which is like mostly fluid in the ear. So in my next video, we'll talk in depth like what treatment we usually use in urgent care. So number two diagnosis that we see a lot is bronchitis versus upper respiratory infection, which we call it URI, versus also common cold, allergies, sinuses. Those are the main diagnoses that we see, the respiratory as well. Um, so you have to know the differentiation between bronchitis, asthma versus basically common cold or upper respiratory infection. So in my next video, I'll go in depth and I'll talk about that as well. So number three, we also see GI and GU. So I will talk about the GU. Number three, we see UTI, which is urinary tract infection. That's number three most common diagnosis that we see here. Urinary tract infection is very common as well. So I see that almost every day. We have to do a urinalysis. We have to send out for culture. Um, so that's the most common. And also number four, we see STI. So we have different kind of a diagnosis for that, which we test here. STI, sexually transmitted diseases. We have like chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, herpes. We treat different kinds, and also the other different kinds, which I'll talk about that in my next video. Um, so number five, we see musculoskeletal diagnosis, which is very wide. It's a very wide diagnosis. So, for instance, we see knee injuries, we see shoulder, back injuries. We have to do an X-ray for, you know, some of them if we have injuries. So, X-ray is something that we do a lot here at the urgent care. So that's another diagnosis that we see. Different musculoskeletal injuries, for instance, shoulder, like I said, back pain, which has is classified into different diagnoses as well. But we'll talk about that in the next video. Um, I'll also talk about dermatology or skin infections, skin conditions in my next video. Skin conditions come in different diagnoses as well. For instance, fungal dermatitis, atopic dermatitis, contact dermatitis. So we'll talk about that in my next video. So we see different diagnoses, different, which I'll talk about that in the next video as well. Um, if you have any questions or you want to talk about anything, just send a text or comment below. Leave a comment. Thank you.